today I'm reviewing the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion is what I honestly believe. So, Cover FX recently came out with a couple new setting sprays. They've got their High Performance Setting Spray, and then this one, which is their Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And, oh, thank you, I'm shaking. You want to shake? He knows lots of tricks. Yeah, you're so smart. Thank you. Everybody loves you, Ike. Yeah. So, before they had their mattifying setting spray and then their illuminating setting spray. I have both. I couldn't find the mattifying one. I don't need much mattifying. My skin mattifies itself. But their illuminating one I really liked. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts of their new one. And my first criteria on the Sarah score scale is packaging. And they've done a nice job with the packaging for the most part. It comes in a simple bottle. The one thing is the nozzle on this one seems to be the exact same as on their illuminating setting spray. I just found the illuminating setting spray to give you much more of a fine mist than this one does. But otherwise, it's a decent bottle, but it protects the good ingredients from exposure to light. So I gave them a thumb up for that. My second criteria is alcohol. And this does not contain any denatured alcohol, which is always a good thing. Cover FX is usually pretty smart about their ingredients that they include in their products. And then my third criteria is fragrance. And again, this is fragrance free, which is always good for a setting spray. And my fourth criteria is manufacturing location. This is made in Canada, so there's no issues there. My fifth criteria is ease of use.
Not as easy as it used to be.
And that's where I had some issues. Let me show you if I can how it sprays out. Definitely gonna want to shake it really good for a few seconds. And then you're gonna want to hold it as far from your face as you possibly can. I'm going to spray it on my hand just so you guys can see. But in terms of the actual fineness of the spray, I found I had some specks on my face. And I looked at the reviews online, and people either loved or hated it. It was about 50-50. But other people had the same concern as I did, that they ended up having some specks where too much spray got on one spot on their face. And that's kind of the experience I had with this. And I didn't find it to give much of a dewy finish, really. It didn't do much for my total look the times I used it. I personally think if you're going for a little bit of a dewy or a little bit of a highlighted look, I personally like their illuminating setting spray much more. I had better luck with it, better results with it. And I just found the nozzle on that to spray a little bit more fine mist than this one did, their Dewy setting spray. I personally didn't even really think they needed to come out with new setting sprays, but every company always has to be doing these new releases. They must have some contracts where every month they have to come up with at least one new product. There's got to be something like that. But if you can kind of see on my hand, there's a large area where most of the spray got, but on the outskirts, that's where you have some of the spots, which kind of were right around my forehead is where those ended up. And the one thing is those were really hard after they were there to smooth out and kind of finish off the look, because you're using it over your makeup as a setting spray. So once it's there, it's kind of stuck with you. So that was my issue. It's not hard to spray. I mean, you just hold it as far from your face as you can and spray, but the actual look in and of itself just was hard to get looking smooth. So that is that. And then I'm going to spray their illuminating spray just so you guys can see the difference with it. So that was the new one. And then their illuminating setting spray is their older version, which came out about a year ago. But this one just gives you more of a highlight. And I just found it to be a much more even mist. So as you can see, it definitely adds a little bit of an illumination to your face, almost like a good illuminating primer would be. The other thing I liked with their illuminating setting spray was using it over a primer, but under your foundation. If you didn't like enough or too much illumination, that kind of give you a little bit more of a glow look. But for this one just sprays so much more evenly. So I'm not sure the nozzles on both products look the same. It just must be what the ingredients are inside and how differently those apply. So anyway, and you can even see some of the specs on the table that was from the Dewy Setting Spray. There's a couple big spots. So my number 6 criteria is antioxidants, and there really isn't a ton. They've got a couple hydrators in there. They've got aloe and then sodium hyaluronate, which is good, but I would have liked to see something more, especially since it doesn't do much else. It doesn't do much cosmetically. It doesn't do much to actually help your skin. So anyway, so my number 7 criteria is animal testing. And thankfully, CoverFX is cruelty-free, which is always a good thing. And then my number 8 criteria is performance.
One of the worst performances of my career.
And like I said, it just doesn't perform quite as good as I expected. I was very excited when it came out, especially how much I love their Illuminating Setting Spray. Their mattifying setting spray is good. I just don't need a lot of mattification. I don't know if that's...
Whoa, is that a word? Maybe.
It's probably not a word, but I'm good at making them up. But it just doesn't perform quite as good. I'm going to have to check out their high performance setting spray and see if I like that one more, and I'll have to review that one. But anyway. And then my number 9 criteria is price.
That's the price you pay.
And it's $31, and that's for the full size, which this is, which is 4 ounces. So it's not super expensive. And if you like a good setting spray, or if you like some of the good Urban Decay ones, I'd probably check out their high performance one, because that does a lot of setting for your makeup, but it doesn't include the denatured alcohol like the Urban Decay all-nighter spray does. And then my number 10 criteria is the it factor.
Oh, that is so not cool.
I didn't give it the thumb up there. Had it performed a little bit better, I would have definitely given it the thumb up for the it factor. But it just didn't excite me. And when I saw it came out, I almost bought it on CoverFX's website. I was so excited about it, but I just didn't get around to it. And so I ended up ordering it from Sephora. But I was pretty excited about it, but it just ended up kind of letting me down a little bit. So anyway, so on my Sarah score scale, out of 10, this got a 6, which is okay. Could have done much better. It's all in the nozzle, so I don't know. And the nozzle seemed to work fine for all their other sprays, so it must just be some of the ingredients in there just don't want to dissipate evenly over your skin. So anyway, so I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to give this a try yet or not, or if you've tried their other setting sprays. Which one have you tried and how have you liked it? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I come with at least 1 new review every day. And as always, check out nobsbeauty.net, the Amazon link below. And if you like this review, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. Ike, you want to say hi again? Hi. Ike loves the camera, don't you? Lincoln, not so much. Ike is all over it. Ike loves a good photo session. Don't you? Anyway.